All right, so here with Dr. Paredes, and I just finished your book, Your Own Best Doctor Is You. And this book is just so powerful. I want to address a few things that you wrote about that really touched me deeply. And before all of that, tell me about Wellnessland. That's your facility, your farm. I just went to one of your seminars out in the farm. It was amazing. And tell me, what was the inspiration for that? What led you down that path? Because I know you went to medical school. You were going to, I think you told me, pharmacology or whatnot. And then you had an awakening. Right? Tell me about that story.
Yeah, so the story started when I was still in medical school, and I have a lot of questions in my head that we were trained mostly on treating the symptoms, but not on the root cause. And there's this incident that I remember way back in medical school that I came from a 48-hour duty in medical school. I was about to go out of the hospital to go home, and I saw a little boy together with his parents in the medical ward, in the pediatric ward, in the hospital where I was trained. And I noticed them because that little boy was crying. And I saw them from afar, and he was actually shouting that he doesn't like it anymore. So I got curious. I was carrying my backpack. I paused, I stopped in the hallway, and I looked at them. And I knew that little boy was undergoing a treatment that we were professionally trained to understand, at least because I was still in medical school then. Blackened hands, vomiting, losing hair. I knew he had cancer, undergoing a treatment. I don't know what happened to me that day, 25 years ago. That was 1999, early morning. When I stood up there looking at them, I did not approach them anymore. I couldn't hold my tears to flow because I think what I saw that day is not an image of healing, but an image of suffering. And I believe that day was the day that I began to surrender the arrogance of my mind. And that day was the day also that I began to acknowledge the genius of the heart. I saw suffering, not healing. And since then, I have a big question in my head, in my mind, in my heart. What is authentic healing all about? What is it really? Are we gonna see more suffering when we start treating people, or are we gonna see more joy? Why do people get sick? Why do people get labeled with diseases? And why were we trained mostly to treat the symptom of the disease, not the root cause? So those were the questions that prompted me, that allowed me, that led me in a quest towards what is an empowering healthcare system should look like. We have complicated the simple. So I've been in this quest of simplifying the complicated. And I believe it can be simplified. I believe you can be your own best doctor. So when I finished medical school, I didn't know what to do. I tried this, I tried that. But I got attracted with reading books. And one of the first books that I read was written by a doctor, a Harvard graduate doctor. His name is Dr. Andrew Weil, and he authored a book, Spontaneous Healing. And if I can remember it right, I've been searching for the truth until today. And that led to the birth of what I'm doing now, which is Wellnessland. So we have two centers in Cebu, Wellnessland Urban Center and Wellnessland Wholeness Farm, which is a retreat center in the mountain. Basically, Wellnessland Urban Center is a place where we meet people where they are. And Wellnessland Wholeness Farm is a place where we bring people where they should be. Not just as a physical place, but a higher level of awareness, a higher level of consciousness that breaks people, their limitations, their boundaries, their obstacles in their minds, that blocks the authentic healing from happening. So we continue to craft how the future of healthcare would look like in our own little and humble ways. But at the same time, beyond that humility is we are also relentless in our pursuit for higher levels of truth. Because up to this day, I continue to see the face of pain, the face of suffering, and the face of frustration of the sick and the dying, that I promised myself to go for the truth and nothing but the truth.